Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one thing which will take some of us a long time to understand or to come to terms with, is how Raila Odinga lost the 2022 general election. Because if you look at the figures, the difference between Raila Odinga and William Ruto was only 230,000 votes. And I know most people are attributing the loss to rigging by William Samoei Arap Ruto. For me, I will never buy that rigging theory. Because the fact of the matter is that Raila Odinga did not have agents. And the fact also is that the IBC chairperson, Wafula Chebukati, also got the chance to punish Raila Odinga. And yesterday, the Daily Nation had an interesting article on how Raila Odinga lost the election. I want us to do a critical analysis of that particular article in the Daily Nation. In that article, the Daily Nation spoke to an insider, Azimio insider, who revealed how and when they lost the election. According to that person, that individual, they lost the election just on the eve of the election. And they lost the elections because of lack of agents. And personally, that's exactly what I also believe happened. According to the person, Azimio had agents. They had identified all the agents. Because one of the mistakes Raila Odinga committed in 2017 was agents. And on this channel, I kept on singing about the agents. So according to this gentleman, they identified agents across the country. And according to their formation, these agents were going to be managed. There were those agents at the national level, and then there were agents who were managing the counties. They had 57 agents managing 47 counties. Because there are some counties where we have like Kakamega, Nairobi, which are big, so they were split. So they ended up with 57 people in charge of various counties. Then they went further to the constituencies and identified 290 constituency chief agents. People who are going to manage the agents at the constituency level. And most of these people were actually lawyers because of the legal challenges. So they were able to get 290 of them. Then they were now ready. They identified them like that. The next step, which has always been the issue, was the issue of payments. Because there was the fear that you might have agents, and if you don't pay them, and if you don't give them food, someone will come, pay them off, give them food, and you'll be left with nothing. So they decided that for us to be safe, let us have these people paid. So the agreed figure was 5,000. So each of these agents were paid down payment, 1,500. Once that was done, then the agents were also trained. You need to be trained on how you're going to do this. Now I'm talking of the polling station agents. You are going to do this, you are going to do this, you are going to do this. Once that was done, Azimio team was now ready for the elections. They were ready now to deploy the team. But the official is now revealing something which has shocked me. That just a few minutes or a few hours to the deployment, a top official, a top Azimio coalition official comes to them with lists of agents. You know, we have just a few hours to election. Then someone somewhere who is close to Raila Odinga comes with a new list that these are the people who are going to be agents. Remember, the team had trained their agents, they had made down payments, they were ready to deploy. Then someone comes, okay, these are the people who we are going to deploy. I want to know who this person is. Who do you think could be this particular individual? I'm just asking, who do you think could be this particular individual? So this individual comes, presents the list, and everybody is now confused. Nothing to do. And because this person is so powerful, everybody is listening to him. They say, okay, let's try. So everybody goes home. 8 a.m. agents are told, okay, you go. How do you deploy agents like that? So at the end of the day, nothing much happened. They could not give these agents introductory letters. Because remember, these guys were changed 2 a.m. from somewhere in Nairobi. Then you are told, okay, we've agreed they're changed. Remember, there was a team which was already ready. Now, this new team is now ready. 2 a.m. No introductory letter, no accreditation letters. So, nothing could be done. So they went there, confusion. There were those who were trained, had not received communications. They went to the various polling stations. And then there were these new ones who are now the official ones. Also went. But they could not get introductory letter, accreditation letters, they could not get. So the trained one reported, but they could not access the polling stations because they didn't have the letters. The new ones also could not access because they didn't have the letters. Some of them were not even aware. So in this video, I want us to look at the possible reasons why there was this confusion in Azimio over the issue of agents. Before we do that, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without the support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get back to the main issue. What do you think might have caused this confusion? Because it is this confusion that cost Raila Odinga the presidency. I'm 100% sure that even with Jose Camargo, Ruto could only get 230,000 votes ahead of Raila Odinga, with Jose Camargo editing forms and posting. If Raila Odinga had agents, he would be the president of the Republic of Kenya. So what really transpired? 5 things in my view. Number 1, infiltration. Raila Odinga's camp must have been infiltrated by William Ruto and his team. And yesterday I also saw Dennis Itumbi narrating how they coached Rigathi Gachagua, and I was shocked. So it means William Ruto and his team were actually prepared for this particular election. So they were willing to even infiltrate Raila Odinga's camp, because the only thing which was going to stop them was if Raila Odinga had agents. Remember, they had insisted that manual register was not going to be used, because that manual register would have ensured that you cast your vote and then they are crossed. So that, like, if Raila Odinga and the team had gone to the courts, what they would have done, they would have just requested for that booklet to confirm. But that did not happen. So I'm 100% sure that William Ruto actually managed to penetrate Raila Odinga's camp and infiltrate it. And that's how someone somewhere was made without his knowledge to sabotage the issue of agents. So that's number one. Number two, I also tend to think that within Raila Odinga camp, there was serious mistrust. These guys never trusted each other. Otherwise, if they trusted each other, probably they would have even agreed, okay, these agents have been trained, these ones have not been trained. Now, how do we work with them together? Because all of them are representing Azimio. So those who could get the letters and were not trained, probably they would have been given a chance. But I don't understand why someone having trained agents would be told, okay, those agents are not going to count. So I tend to think that there was serious mistrust in Raila Odinga's camp. Number three, in my view, I think there was also internal sabotage. Someone somewhere was just sabotaging either Raila Odinga, either Uhuru Kenyatta, or he was sabotaging, let's say, those who were managing the elections. Maybe because they were not given the full authority over the election. So I can't rule out the possibility of internal sabotage. Number four, in my view, is the money factor. If you ask me, all these things we are seeing are because someone somewhere is seeing an opportunity of making money, also an opportunity of making money. And because, how many polling stations do we have? Over 55,000. If you multiply by 5,000, that money is running into several hundreds of millions. And because in politics, there are people who just want their interest. For them, their interest was about making money. So they thought that if the other team was given their chance, they go ahead to appoint agents, then they were going to eat. So the best thing, let me come with a new list of agents. And because I'm powerful, that is the end of story. So it's all about money. And lastly, and you will not convince me, there was lack of strategy in Raila Odinga's camp. Because Raila Odinga had been in these elections before. Electoral reforms, everybody was reminding him. The issues of agents, everybody was reminding him. The issue of, okay, maybe Uhuru is playing you or not, it was being reminded. The fact that he was told that the Kikuyus are going to vote for Raila Odinga, vote for him. So I tend to think that this team simply lacked strategy. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.